What's up, guys? This is Thomas. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Um, Today's quite of a heavy topic because I have heavy um, feelings within myself. Um, you don't owe anyone anything. I wanted to say that first of all to start. You have your feelings, and those feelings are valid. Those feelings need to be expressed, especially when it's in relationship to other people. Um, Sometimes we repress those feelings. Sometimes we just let things kind of roll over our heads and take over. Somebody else's feelings can take you over. I mean, guilt takes over that you owe something to somebody, and it sucks. Like, relationships suck. Not all relationships, but sometimes you get yourself into some troubles that it's better to be out of it, and you're strong. You're going to get through it. Doesn't matter where you're at right now. Doesn't matter if you die tomorrow. Next lifetime, you're going to have to go through the same things all over again. So we're all on our own here. So we got to learn to deal with our shit. When you decide something, when you start to change, when you feel your body starting to change, when you feel your emotions, your feelings, your psychology, I don't know, just day-to-day life is starting to change. It's hard to align yourself with other people that aren't on your frequency, And I don't know it's funny, I'm having a deja vu now. Yeah, I had this situationship happening recently, and I've just kind of ended it today because some things weren't told to me, some things were hidden from me, and I wasn't saying how I was feeling, And in terms of semen retention, I felt like I don't want to be in a relationship now because, in a physical relationship, because I feel like I have this power now, that I don't want to release. And it feels like the other person wants me to release it, And, we had this conversation, and of course the person said, it's good to release every once in a while, you know. And I was like, yeah, but I've been releasing my whole life. So I don't feel like I want to do that right now. And perhaps this person is a wonderful person, I have nothing against them. But when it comes to me and my feelings and my emotions, it feels like for the first time in my life, I kind of said no to people because I've been retaining, because I've been holding in that energy. I realized I don't necessarily, sorry about that, that's what you would call an amber alert in Lithuania. It's probably because of the weather that's happening right now. So anyway, I've lost my thought now. Feelings are heavy because the guilt is taking over. And funny enough, I was speaking to my psychologist, and he was like, relationships is easy to run away from, but when you get into a new one, you find yourself back at where you started or you finished the last time. And they don't change really. But once you stay in it, it's once you stay in it and you work through it, and things turn out to be better. But when a person is concealing something from you, like I had this feeling, I had this uneasy feeling. Everything seems to be good. The person is fun, nice to hang around with, and but something is there hidden in the back of my head. I'm like, there's something that this person is not telling me. It's easy to hide behind your emotions and everything. But I'm making a decision right now where I'm gonna be upfront about how I feel the next time, how I think. Like sometimes you gotta be like just straight up and categorical. And, you know, I don't know if it's just with me, but like women, like they attach really quickly. And I felt this from this person. And I don't know, it's like, it's just early days. It's like not even been a few weeks. And I'm like, already feel like I'm kind of trapped. And I know it's probably my own fault, but, I think this retention path is for me, like sooner or later, it would, you would have to release, sooner or later in a relationship, you would have to release. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm kind of in control of my urges, Um, and I'm sorry, I'm sorry to all the women if they don't understand this, like, I don't know, I've just been watching these videos about retention and, Rin or Sirin in his channel, he's talking about this and how he's broken up with his girlfriend. And I was like, no, I don't need to do this. She wasn't my girlfriend anyway. It was just like started, but it really seems like when a woman is there, she's like all over you, and you can't do it. Like I can't do it, And sometimes you just gotta be like, you just gotta know what power you have and be straight up that you don't want to release it, you know? Like, because they just want to take it out of you. Like, unless you're making a child, why would you want to release it? Like, I mean, yeah, a woman feels a lot of things and she has much more pleasure than a man would. And maybe this is selfish, but man, like I've been trying to please women my whole life. I've just been missing the point, I've been like always wrong about it, like I don't need to please anyone, you know, like I don't need to even please myself in terms of sexual desires, I've got shit to do. I got paintings to do. I got things I want to do. And, I think it's important to be straight up with somebody, that right now the time is to be platonic, and maybe that will really grow into a really honest and fruitful, eventually, friendship or relationship. But once you start with physical things, once you start with like just like being really close, and it's important to build boundaries and walls and, show to the person that you're not so easily, available. Because what sucks is that women, like when women reject men, it's fine, like a man goes through a lot of emotions himself. You see those videos where You know, guys are inviting girls to prom in school, you know, and they just laugh at them, you know, and it seems like it's okay, you know, like it's not okay, you know, like the guy is probably having a breakdown, but he's not showing that because he's a man. But if it happened the other way around, if a woman was asking a man to the prom and he was like, no, you know, he would seem like a total dickhead. But, you know, in this day and age, when you deny a girl, you feel so guilty. You feel so like you've done the worst thing in the world, you know, but you don't necessarily want to spiritually bond with this person, you know, 'cause you don't know what you're bonding with. You should be in a friendship, you should be in a relationship without sexual intercourse for a while to get to know this person, and even like kissing and stuff. Like, why would you want to exchange all of that stuff? Like, I don't know, like for some reason my mind is completely changing because of this retention path, and I feel like I have something that I don't want to just give away, you know, and it feels like they want to take it. So I'm not up for that. I'm sorry. You can be mad. I need to do my shit. I'm a man. I need to do my shit. Yes, I want a relationship, but I want it to be where we can each be doing our shit and not interfere with each other's work, and, you know, like work on our stuff. But anyway, guys, this is the mood today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming onto this channel. If you're going through anything like this, let me know in the comments if you want to share. Of course, if you don't, that's fine. But yeah, stay focused, stay on this path. Well done for all your efforts. You've got this. Don't be afraid. Have faith. The right person will come to you one day. But hold that energy. Let it grow you into a better person. Much love. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Take care and peace.